Hi, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow members of the Spirit of Atlanta family, tonight we gather not just to honor a remarkable legend, but to celebrate the enduring legacy of a visionary whose passion and dedication have shaped the very essence of our home. Much like a drum corps show going over a time penalty, if we had enough time to talk about the impact that Chris Moore has had on this organization, we would be losing a lot of time points. So, let's up the tempo and make this quick.
The Drum Major team is extremely grateful to be here recognizing Chris Moore. He has trusted and provided us with the opportunity that has allowed all of us to grow. Not just this year's Drum Major team, but the entire leadership team and the teams that came before us. It takes a lot of courage to look at a bunch of goofballs and think, I'm gonna trust my drum corps with them. But man, look where it has taken these goofballs. Even more than just the leadership aspect, he has given so many kids an opportunity for drum corps in general.
Tell us who you are.
Oh, I am Lily Lockman.
Hi guys, I'm Isaiah Nanez. I'm not up there, but it's okay. I got here last week. But continuing on, an alumni told me a story last year at Allentown about Chris and how much he did for the 2016 Corps. If you weren't aware, Chris helped write some of the show music for that season, and that's true dedication right there. As I've been told, there are a lot of other things about the 2016 season, but I won't bring that up to bring up PTSD for those of you that watched that season. It's clear how much Chris has sacrificed for this drum corps throughout these years, and as an ensemble and as an organization, we couldn't be happier to have a man like him running this organization with such integrity and grace.
It doesn't take much for anyone to see how fervently Chris cares about members and their experience. Whenever he's here, whether in the food line, during rehearsal, or at the end of ensemble, he can always be seen checking in with the members to make sure they're safe and to make sure they're happy. Not only that, but he strives to make sure everyone finds a home here at Spirit. The Corps truly seems to breathe better when under the knowledge that Chris is here. Because if it weren't for him, none of us would be here today.
Say who you are.
I'm Michael.
Oh, hi. Oh, okay. My name is Morgan. Did you Sorry. Okay, yeah, my name is Morgan. I'm especially blessed because I get to work with Chris year-round. I go to Georgia Tech. I'm going to be with the drum majors this fall, so I just get to work with him all the time. I think that's truly a blessing. During my drum major interview for this season, one of the questions they asked me, they were like, Morgan, why did you come back in 2023? Because I marched trumpet in 2021, and I didn't march anywhere in 2022, so they're like, oh, why did you come back? So obviously, I'm like, okay, I love this Corps, everything is done for me, but also, I knew that Chris was still here, and the fact that he was still here, I knew that everything was gonna be okay. Even if everything else happened, I knew that Chris was here and that I wanted to be here with him in this Corps. And so, not only is Chris an absolutely crucial part of the success of this organization, but he's also the reason that I can do the thing that I love the most.
Hi guys, I'm Peyton. As if we needed more proof, I too can attest to knowing wholeheartedly that if it weren't for Chris Moore, I wouldn't have found such a place that has opened me with such open arms. For those of you who don't know, a year ago today, I was stuck in an airport terminal on my way here, doing something that I could have never dreamed that I would have the availability to do, which was march drum corps. From the very moment I stepped foot within the bounds of the organization, I knew I was home with a group that welcomed me with open arms and accepted me in a way that I didn't know was possible. All of this was due to the culture and environment that was established by none other than the same person who smiles at me and offers a good morning every time I enter the breakfast line. And to that, I say thank you. Although we represent only 5 of our 160 amongst hundreds more, we would like to give our deepest thank yous to Chris. Thank you for creating a place for hundreds of us to grow and evolve into young adults who will be forever impacted by our second home. So with great pride, we introduce Chris Moore.
Hello, Sustain. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing what a little extra Gatorade and letting them sleep in tomorrow morning. Think of it. Thank you, drum majors. It truly is an honor to be here, surrounded by so many of my friends and my family that I've known for most of my life. This activity, and specifically this organization, really shapes who you are. And I think we are all a testament to that. I'm sitting here looking at like where I sat when I was a freshman in college, like right over there in those stands. So being here at Jacksonville State is very surreal, and it's where I met my wonderful wife, Martha, as a freshman here in the band. And so many of you guys were impacted by Southerners and have impacted my life. I don't write down things because, first of all, I can barely read. I certainly can't write, and I can barely drum, but I try to be a good friend, so, hopefully that's working out for me. I do want to kind of talk about why we do what we do, or why did we do this? Why did we decide to join a drum corps when we were kids? Because we're band kids, and we just wanted to do band all the time. Can I do more band? Sure, you can do band. It's going to be 95 degrees outside, and you're not going to have any water, and it's going to be sunny, and you're not going to get any breaks, and your bus is going to break down, and you're going to sleep on a gym floor, and sometimes you're going to push your bus, right? But yeah, I'm going to do some more band. And I auditioned I didn't join high school band until I was in 10th grade, marching band. I had a wonderful high school band director, Dan Martin. You may have heard of that family before. And I was encouraged to audition for Spirit of Atlanta. And two of my friends in the drum line at Sprayberry High School, the three of us played the top three basses in 1980. It just kind of worked out that way. And the experience, I had to sit with Linda and Paul Milano in a room as a 14-year-old for my first time auditioning for the drum corps. I was terrified, but they made me feel so at home, and I'm so grateful for how welcoming they were. Paul, even you were welcoming. Thank you. And what it meant to all of us to do that as a band kid, right? Well, now, why don't we do it now? Because of this and because of that, right? Because we get to see them wear eye makeup. I mean, I'm not. No, it's because we want them to have the same experiences or better experiences than we had. Just like we want to have our children to have that. Right? That's why we do it. We do it for their experience. We want them to have an amazing opportunity. We want them to grow as humans. We want them to be better performers. That's great. Cool, you're going to be a better performer. But we want them to be better humans. And Dave and I talk about that all the time. And by the way, I blame all of this on Dave. All of it. Yes, I was asked to be on the board in the fall of 2015 as like the education guy. And Dave's like, well, we should run the drum corps. And then Dave and I went to Starbucks one morning over by Marist and talked about it. We're like, okay, well, whatever. And then I was cooking on the grill one night, standing outside. Martha's looking at me through the kitchen window going, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not. And next thing I knew, I was going, yeah, we're going to do it. So, but I attribute all of this to Dave. And Dave is definitely my partner, and we do this together. So I'm very grateful for my relationship with Dave. And so many of you guys. And I have my roommate from college, Mike Oliver's here, and so many of my mentors. So many of the people that had an impact on us, friends, staff, designers, it's what makes us who we are. And nothing else does that like a drum corps does. There's nothing like sitting on a bus by the same person all summer long. You cannot get away. You cannot get away. But I definitely have to give lots of love, and always do, to my wife, Martha, who's going to be up here in just a minute. But again, I could not do it without all the love and support that she has given me. And yeah, go ahead and do that. Go ahead, we'll do it, make it work. So thank y'all so much. We truly appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much for staying involved with our organization. For some reason, we just can't die. And that's a beautiful thing. We just can't die. When lots of other groups are. We just can't. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. And we really hope you enjoy what we're going to present to you in a little while. So thank y'all.
Thank